My dear friends, a warm welcome to the new Papal Seminary Museum. Papal Seminary has many stories to tell, beautiful stories of how God has been active in our lives since 1893. Papal Seminary Museum tries to record some of those stories through photographs, through artifacts, through exhibits that each invites us to listen, to learn, to grow. And as we look at those photographs, as we browse through some of those letters, we realize we're invited to praise, to reverence, and to serve God. We praise and reverence God because God has been doing marvels, wonders through staff, through students, through our co-workers. What great things God has worked in His creation, and how human beings have been cooperating with God. That is something marvelous. My friends, not only this, but the Papal Seminary Museum invites us, beckons us, come, listen, learn, and grow and serve others. It invites us to new theological insights. It invites us to research and reflection. And it also invites us to be Jesus's loving disciples in this world, as we are inspired by the priests, by the brothers who studied here in the past. My friends, come, see, be inspired. Thank you.
This is the entrance of a museum. As you see here, this museum is dedicated to all the Papalites of the past, present and future. We have a beautiful glass paintings. This is the image of the Papal Seminary Chapel in Kandy. This is the chapel of Papal Seminary in Pune. We have great two personalities here. This is Pope Leo XIII, the founder of the seminary, and here Monsignor Zaleski, to whom the great task of establishing Papal Seminary was entrusted. Now come along with me to see the museum. This board, Museum at a Glance, gives the bird's eye view of what is available in the museum. First, the milestones of the Papal Seminary. It all had a very humble beginning in Kandy in 1893. Imagine with just three brothers: Dominic Swaminathan of Tuticorin Diocese from Tamil Nadu, Joseph Jayard from Thrissur, Sero-Malabar Diocese, and William Smith of Agra. Just with three brothers it all started. And section we have several milestones of Papal Seminary, how it was transferred to Pune in 1955, and before that in 1926 how the Papal Seminary was elevated to a degree giving Athenaeum and so on. All these details you find here. Recently in 2023 and 24 we renovated our Mother Mary's Grotto in our campus. 2025 we renovated our Papal Seminary Hall, and March 4th we inaugurated this beautiful museum also. Here you find the caption, looking back with gratitude, looking forward with trust. That is our basic sense of gratitude and trust we have. Again, this board, Museum at a Glance, explains in just the various sections that you find fond memories of our founding fathers, including the communications that took place between 1890 to 1937 regarding the transfer of the mortal remains of Archbishop Michael Zaleski from Rome to Kandy, then later from Kandy to Pune. Then we have the section, the dawn of Papal Seminary, where Pope Leo XIII, the founder of the seminary, he establishes seminary for India, Burma and Ceylon, and the great task was entrusted to Archbishop Zaleski, who lived between 1852 to 1925. He was a Lithuanian apostolic delegate to the East Indies and Latin Patriarch of Antioch, and there we find a medal gifted by Pope Leo XIII in 1894 to the seminary. Then we have Papal Seminary logo and anthem, and then we have some group photos of various times. Then we have Lest We Forget, a tribute to our great stalwarts, including the photos of the first seminarians, Dominic Swaminathan, Joseph Jayard and William Smith. We have Treasuring the Timeless Treasures, including a gold-plated medal gifted by Pope Saint John Paul II when he visited our seminary in 1986. We have the Enlightened, Enlightening Us, Leading Lights, Papal Venerable Souls, so far recognized. Of course, there must be many more venerable souls, but we have 4 recognized souls. Then we have some artifacts, things from Kandy. We have sacred fragments, that is relics of the holy people, and the list of the people who are buried in our seminary, and about the eminent visitors to our seminary. A Papal Seminary, some of the memories down the lane we have St. Joseph's Colony, the brainchild of Father Felix Clausen, our fond memories. We have moments frozen in history, captivating moments of Jnanadeepa, which is an amazing child of Papal Seminary. Then we have some arts and paintings by us seminarians, and then we have a beautiful space with the title, The Best Is Yet to Come, implying that there is hope and continuity. And finally, in the middle of the museum, you find several artifacts from Kandy and Pune from yesteryears, very rare objects about which the brothers will explain to you. This is a portrait of Monsignor Zaleski, a very majestic look, a great visionary. And here we have the first rector of the Papal Seminary, and some of these artifacts of religious articles, ciboria, chalice and many other things. And we have some of the travel documents of our ancestors, their passport, their registration records and so on. We have a beautiful image of Mother Mary. Then here we have a mid-Victorian self-registering thermometer from 1850, which can measure both the heat and the coldness. And this is an interesting object here, whipping. Those days, for penance and spiritual reasons, the fathers and brothers used to whip themselves as a penance, as a spiritual activity. This is a whip that we have here.
We are in the second part of our museum journey. Here we have Pope Leo XIII, the founder of Papal Seminary. It is Pope Leo XIII who entrusted Monsignor Zaleski to form a seminary in India. The seminary was started for India, Burma and Sri Lanka, and the first it came in Kandy. And it was Pope Leo XIII who said, "Your own sons, O India, will be the heralds of your salvation." As we move forward, we have Papal Seminary logo and also Papal Seminary anthem. Down below, we have got the musical notations of the Papal Seminary anthem. We also have got one of the special medal presented by Pope Leo XIII, and also some of the molds, hymn sheets, stamp molds, centenary logo and stamps here with us. As you move forward, we have for the anchored, the last rector in Kandy and the first rector of Papal Seminary, Pune. He came here with 120 brothers. When they arrived, the construction work was still going on. So they resided in De Nobili College, which is right here in our campus. After the construction, they moved back, they came into the Papal Seminary, Pune. Here are some of the old pictures of Kandy. So let me draw your attention to four great persons. The engineering minds who designed Papal Seminary Chapel and the entire building of Papal Seminary. Here we have Father Pius Geisel, Brother Otto Widmer, Brother Joseph Piffner, and Brother Anton Herbert. And here we have some of the old pictures of Papal Seminary batches. I would like to draw your special attention to this community, Papal Seminary community of 24-25, because this is the community that is responsible for the development of this museum. And not to forget, once a Papalite, forever a Papalite. Over to Brother Glanson.
Lest we forget Papal Seminary Kandy. This particular section holds the memory and photographs of Papal Seminary Kandy. We have some of the important events recorded in this wall, such as the group photo of 1936, 1953 and 1925. We also have different photos such as Grotto of Mother Mary in Kandy, the Chapel of Papal Seminary in Kandy clicked in 1934, and a bird's eye view of the Papal Seminary Kandy. We also have the photograph of ordination took place in Kandy Seminary in 1934. We also have the photo of the cemetery and the blessing of the Papal Seminary Chapel in 1924 and many others. This particular section, treasuring the timeless treasures. This particular section contains the historical memory of Papal Seminary, Pune. This section has the photos of visitation of Saint John Paul II to Papal Seminary in 1986. He celebrated Mass in Papal Seminary ground, and he also paid visit to Papal Seminary Chapel and paid respect to Monsignor Zaleski, whose remainings were brought from Kandy. Here, as you see, we have a special crucifix. As you see, in this crucifix, Jesus has no hands. This in a way can be interpreted as that Jesus wants us to be his hands in our day-to-day life. Papal Seminary is known for producing so many bishops, archbishops and cardinals. Here we have some of the photographs, and the files over here has a detailed information about it. Being a Papal Seminarian, it is our privilege to say that we have so many servants of God and venerables who studied at this very place. We have some of the group photos of theirs, and also files over here gives a detailed information about it. We have here some of the antique pieces such as book binding press and also the letter box from 1955. Thank you.
In the middle of the museum, we have two tables with full of rare artifacts, objects from the yesteryears from Kandy and Pune. To begin with, we have a very strong, heavy steel tabernacle from Kandy. We have got a crucifix, bronze crucifix. We have got quite heavy candle stands in silver, both from Kandy. Then we have many other interesting items from India, Kandy and some other countries. This Petromax light and gas stove. We have electric heater, and this one tachometer. It's a sort of calculator used those days. It is from Denmark. We have check writer. You can turn this one to choose a currency, dollar, pounds, rupees, and the check can be printed. It is from Japan. We have this old coin phone which is almost extinct now, as we know. We have Panasonic video camera. This is a beautiful candle stand which can hold 5 candles at a time. This is old Roman missal from 1975. After Vatican II Council, the Mass was allowed to be celebrated in the regional languages in our own mother tongue. Here we have a Tamil Mass, the Latin prayers of Mass prayers translated into Tamil. Both the versions are there from 1965. We have a coal container behind, megaphone of the yesteryears. Here we have 38th International Eucharistic Congress held in Mumbai in 1962. This is the liturgical committee prayer book for that occasion. We have old bells and conch rattle which we use during the Lenten season, especially the Holy Week. It makes a noise like this. Even today in many places we see people using this one. We have a projector, slide projector. This is also another kind of projector where the film goes through this inside and it is projected on the wall. We have another musical instrument, coconut shell maracas. You know, they make noise. Even now in some places they use Sierra Malabar Kurbana Mass text. We have old typewriter. We have some of the gramophone records. These records having Tamil songs, religious songs. This particular cup, tea cup, is the memento made for the 125th year jubilee. We have a gramophone records, and these are the old artifacts that we have with us.
As we move to the next section, we see various sacred artifacts which have been brought from Kandy. To name a few: the confessional, the monstrance, ciborium and chalice, the pre-Vatican altar, the Easter candle stand, and the crucifix. This area has been themed as being rooted to build humanity. At the right side of this section, you see the statue of Saint John Mary Vianney, who is the patron of Papal Seminary, Pune. At the center of this section, you see an altar table with a few chairs, where some brothers may gather to celebrate the mysteries of faith. As you move to the left-hand side of this corner, you see the statue of Saint Ignatius of Loyola, the patron of all Jesuits, as this place has been entrusted to the Jesuits for formation. The sacred fragments. This box contains the relics of around 60 plus saints and venerables, reminding us that the grounds on which we walk are holy. Below this box, you see a file that contains the documents that state the authenticity of these relics which have been brought from all around the world. Call to eternal reward. This list has the name of the brothers and sisters who have been buried at the Papal Seminary Cemetery, inviting us to pray for them. The eminent visitors visiting us. As Papal Seminary has gone down the memory lanes, we see that various prominent people have visited us, namely Saint Mother Teresa, the 3 generals of the Society of Jesus, King Albert I and Queen Elizabeth. At the center of this section, you see a mirror that has the inscription on it, "Today's eminent visitor." We believe that whoever visits us is prominent and eminent to us. Below this area is a box, also called a trunk. It belongs to Reverend Father Pereira, who was at St. Xavier's High School at Bombay. Moving forward to the next section, Papal Seminary, Pune, down the memory lane. This area has the photographs of various events that were important in the life of Papal Seminary. To begin with, the Papal Seminary Chapel being built, the blessing of the altar before Vatican Council II, the building and inauguration of the Papal Seminary Hall, and finally, the blessing of the altar after the Vatican Council II. Over to Father Stephen. Thank you.
Another important section, my dear friends, you find St. Joseph's Colony, the brainchild of Father Felix Clausen, who lived between 1917 to 2005. In 2006, the first death anniversary, the then Bishop Thomas Dabre came over here. He visited the St. Joseph's Colony just adjacent to our seminary campus, and he made the bust, the statue of Father. Even today, the people from Colony have a great reverence and fond memories of Father Felix Clausen. Moments frozen in history, events at random. These some of the photographs show the brothers at their desk, at their prayer, in the chapel. We have another interesting photograph here, a planting of a tree. You find the former Bishop of Pune, Thomas Dabre. He was teaching at Jnanadeepa. We also have in the same frame Father Lorenzo, another professor. For Kurian Kundumbaram, he was also the rector of Jnanadeepa, and Father L.V. Kumar, who was a registrar at Jnanadeepa. We have some other photos displaying the various events of a Papal Seminary. This is a photograph of our support staff picnic in 2016, and this particular photo, the present support staff in the seminary. This section with the title Moments Engraved on Our Hearts. This section speaks about various jubilees that the seminary has witnessed, starting from Silver Jubilee, Golden Jubilee, Diamond Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee, the Centenary, and recently 125th year Jubilee. These are various photographs and the mementos, the books released on various occasions. This particular photograph here you see, this is the Silver Jubilee message given to the Papal Seminary by Pope Benedict XV in the year 1918. We have various photos of 105th Jubilee celebration celebrated in 2018. In the box below, you find the molds of various mementos or the emblems belonging to various Jubilee celebrations. The next section is quite interesting. Captivating moments of Jnanadeepa, a charming child of Papal Seminary. In 1972, Papal Seminary gave birth to this beautiful child, Jnanadeepa. As we know, in 1893, Pope Leo XIII established this Papal Seminary in Kandy. In 1926, it was elevated to a pontifical institute with the rights and privileges of offering baccalaureate, licentiate and canonical doctorates in philosophy and theology. In 1940, the CCE of Vatican elevated this to an autonomous pontifical institute. In 1972, the Jnanadeepa Institute emerged, and since then, Papal Seminary started functioning as a formation house for diocesan clergy, and Jnanadeepa is functioning as an institute for higher education in India. And the credit of forming the name Jnanadeepa goes to none other than our great professor Noina, Joseph Noina, a great theologian of fond memories. And this section has obviously the classrooms and the libraries and the edifice of Jnanadeepam, and also this file has some of the cards, souvenir cards for various occasions, and this particular folder is having the group photos of the students of various batches, for example 1961, 1962, and the staff members of Jnanadeepa, Papal Seminary, and so on. We also find an interesting map depicting the transportation of Papal Seminary from Kandy to Pune. As you find here in Sri Lanka, you have Kandy, where it was first established, and in 1955 it was shifted to Pune. From Kandy they came to Talaimannar by road, then from Talaimannar to Dhanushkodi by ship, and unfortunately this Dhanushkodi in early 1960s was completely destroyed by cyclone and so on. But that time 1955 it was a very vibrant port of India in Tamil Nadu. Then they moved to Tiruchirappalli by train. In St. Papal Seminary they stayed for some time. Then by train they came to Madras, and from Madras they moved on to Pune. Almost it took about 5 to 6 days to complete this big journey. One can find beautiful pictures and artworks by our brothers. Mother Mary with infant Jesus, and the scene of Adam and God punishing, and however how Jesus saved by his cross and suffering, that is beautifully depicted. The scene of the Last Supper and washing of the feet, and here we have beautiful glass painting of Mother Mary by one of our brothers. We have a small note to express our gratitude. Papal Seminary communities of 2023-24 and 24-25 who worked in various ways in bringing out the museum. Then Papal Seminary batch of 97-98 who made a special contribution towards this museum. We have the designers Mr. Frederick Xavier and architect Pearl DeCosta who helped us in putting up this beautiful museum. And as we mentioned, it was blessed and inaugurated by Reverend Dr. Rock Alfonso, the administrator of the Diocese of Pune. We have reached the last section of the museum. The title is "The Best is Yet to Come." Yes, my dear friends, it is left completely free, not by mistake, but by choice. We have left this place for later artifacts to be added, paintings, artworks by our brothers to be added. Also, it has a deeper implication. The best is yet to come. That means we are all journeying. It implies hope and determination. As you said in the beginning, we look back with gratitude and look ahead with hope and determination. This section is meant for that. So thank you friends for joining us in this journey. We are happy that we have introduced to you about our museum, and this museum embodies history. We all need a sense of history. Only human beings can make history, not other creatures, obviously. Why only human beings can make history? Precisely because only humans are aware of history. Therefore, only human beings can make history. Therefore, this museum invites everyone to make our own history. Thank you. So thank you friends for watching this video on the Museum of Papal Seminary. You are most welcome to visit us anytime. Our doors are open for you. Signing off, Brother Blessed, Father Stephen Jayard,
Brother Glanson,
Brother Conrad. Thank you.